determined to finish this book. Tiffany Shlain, my youngest daughter, who lives near me, has assured me that she will be there for any help I need. Most of it is written, and the last few chapters are in my head. I had planned to make this book as accurate as possible and to meticulously go over every fact and date to ensure that there are no errors. Alas, there is not enough time left for me to guarantee that, so I ask for your tolerance if the book slips on a detail or if an endnote is missing. I have poured myself into this book by reading and synthesizing an enormous amount of background information about Leonardo and the evolutionary development of the brain. In this book, I aim to present original theories that weave together the different aspects of Leonardo's life and brain that have not yet been considered by previous scholars from the fields of psychology, art history, and science. In doing so, I hope to stimulate new thinking about Leonardo and humankind alike. Leonard Shlain, Mill Valley, California, April 2009. Great art can communicate before it is understood. T.S. Eliot. It seems to me that in the question of truth and beauty one finds what is really the deepest root of the relationship between science and art. David Bohm, quantum physicist. The artist is the antennae of the race. Ezra Pound. Preface. Another book about Leonardo da Vinci? Is there no end to authors, poets, historians, art critics, scientists, and psychiatrists rooting around in this cultural giant's extensively over-examined life? Can we not let this poor soul's psyche rest in peace? I would answer, well, not yet. Scholars have scrutinized both Leonardo's life and work with a perspective particular to each of their specialties and interests. I intend to scrutinize Leonardo utilizing the knowledge others have gained, but seen from a perspective none have previously employed, that of a general and vascular surgeon, with an abiding interest in brain science and, in particular, the division of functions between the two hemispheres of the brain. I am convinced that many of the mysteries of the human condition are a result of this split-brain duality. It forms a paradox best represented by the English first-person singular I. This perpendicular straight line with no subsidiary parts seems the perfect icon for the self-contained human being, I. The vertical stroke creates a division between everything within the waterproof bag we call our skin and everything on the other side of that bag. But neuroscientists have learned that what we think of as the singular I can more accurately be construed as a sharp line cleaving the two, sometimes competing and sometimes cooperating, halves of a person's cerebral hemispheres. In truth, we are Siamese twins conjoined at the corpus callosum, the broad band of fibers that connects the right and left halves of the brain in all vertebrates. Each of the halves of a human brain can generate opinions, perceptions, likes, and dislikes different from those of its yoked twin across the way. There is a long history in literature and art of two personas existing within one body, epitomized by Robert Louis Stevenson's two characters operating within the confines of one body that sometimes manifested as Dr. Jekyll and other times as Mr. Hyde. Only recently has it been possible to assign to each of them their own individual anatomical mailing addresses. Despite the many different theories about how the brain processes information and generates the sublime mystery of human consciousness, no neuroscientist disputes the fact that the human brain differs from those of other animals in the unparalleled degree to which its two cortical hemispheres have specialized their functions. Human creativity, I will argue, must be intimately bound up in this unique arrangement. But why are some individuals more creative than others? If, as many have conjectured, the brains of the truly creative are wired differently than those of the plodding masses, then it is a worthy exercise to compare the wiring diagram of an average person's brain with that of a creative genius. But how would a researcher choose among the many creative people presently alive? Some would opt for the latest winner of the Nobel Prize in Physics. Others would propose the greatest contemporary composer. Still others would advocate that the head encircled by the magnetic donut should be the winner of a prestigious art prize, such as the Rome Prize. Rather than attempt to contrast the average brain with a renowned contemporary